friends, welcome to the latest episode of the Blurred Lines Wrestling Podcast. We are your hosts. I am Randy Guerrero.
Tyler Jacobs.
Red James, bitch.
Biatch.
And we are here with you, not so live, in my spare bedroom to give you I guess we're calling this a BS episode of the podcast.
That's fair.
Some fun talk ahead. Make sure you clean out your ears there, champs. Listen up. It's time to start the show.
I'm going to let that play because we got a lot of hell about how we didn't necessarily close the show properly. So we're going to make this open as awkward as we possibly can because we're just BSing around today, guys.
Super awkward.
So awkward.
Should probably go to our ad read now.
We probably should go to the ad read now. So get ready because I guess here's the ad read. Bye.
Bye.
See ya.
The following is a fake ad read.
Are you tired of swiping through dating apps full of people who just don't get the thrill of the squared circle? Do you dream of locking eyes with someone who shares your passion for body slams, suplexes, and championship gold? Then step into the ring of love with Tag Team Match, the ultimate wrestling-themed dating app. Find your perfect tag partner, whether looking for a heel with attitude, a babyface with charm, or a high-flying risk-taker who's ready to take the chance on romance. Swipe through fellow wrestling fans, chat about your favorite promos, and maybe even plan a date to a live event or cozy watch party for WrestleMania. so don't get counted out. Download Tag Team Match today, and let's get ready to rumble into love. Or just get the F out so you can get the F in. Make your impact, because this is going to be all elite. Thank you very much. And don't forget your Ring of Honor.
All right. I think we're back. There we go.
So did you guys sign up for Tag Team Match or what?
It's actually the first time I'm hearing about this, so...
It's going to be revolutionary. This revolution will be televised, too.
Oh, God.
I don't think he does that anymore.
He doesn't? Oh, well.
No, I think that's still a tagline.
Is it?
I think so, yeah. You still use all the same stuff. You just can't use the same name.
I mean, he has the same name. Ricky Saint. Well, same first name.
Yeah, a little bit.
Damn Rickies.
Goddamn Rickies.
Can't trust them. Anywho. All right, so we said that this was going to be our random episode just because, quite frankly, it's been a minute and there's been a lot going on in wrestling. So we were like, hey, you know what? Let's get together and let's talk about it. So we came up with a list of things. They're like, you know what? These are all conversations that people are having, or at least have been having. So let's have it ourselves and let's kind of let people get to know our wrestling minds a little bit. So I will name a topic and then I will let you guys take the floor for a second. So let's start with the big topic, the one that, quite frankly, I thought I'd never see again. Cena's heel turn and go.
It's been awesome, man. He's Cena, but he's a kind of dickhead now.
I think it's perfect.
Is he a dickhead, or is he kind of like? Is he? What kind of heel do you feel like he is right nowadays?
I mean, he's cheating to win matches. People are like so upset about that. And then you have like, I'm still can't believe he punched Cody Rhodes in the nuts, man. And then Travis Scott came in, and
that seems to be a theme lately. A lot of nut slapping has been
going
on.
You got the nuts, right in the nuts. But really, what the hell was The Rock's freaking neck thing he did? And that's some bullshit.
I think that's been the biggest question that folks have had since all of this has gone down. Is The Rock's involvement with his non-involvement with his everything is going to plan. You can't really believe what you hear, but everything's a work. I don't know what to believe anymore. I don't know what is real, what isn't real,
It didn't make sense for him to not be at Mania.
With everything they had, I don't even want to say like with everything they had building up to it, because it was realistically, you could kind of tell there was an angle that was being built between Rocky and Cody. And then maybe the story, I feel like, I mean, some of what Rocky probably said on McAfee is true, where it's like, hey, look, I wanted Cody. They were like, oh, you can't have Cody, but we can give you Cena. And because it wasn't, I mean, to me, it sounds like because it wasn't the toy that Rocky wanted, he's like, all right, well, we'll do this, and then I'm going to wash my hands of it. And that kind of left WWE in a weird spot. It's like, all right, well, how do we make this make sense?
You don't.
Do you bring in Travis Scott for a random
Well,
segment?
You continue to bring in Travis Scott, which made no sense, to me at least. I guess the question really is seeing how Cena's turn has been told by Cena, per se, instead of the story that's being told by The Rock. Did we need The Rock?
Not really. He didn't really add anything to this.
No.
Sorry, Rocky.
Well, do you think, I guess when I'm just like, hey, do you think the Cena turn could have happened either which way, without the whole Rock lead in, without the big question mark? I get the moment where it's like, oh my God.
Right.
But like
you get the shock factor in that. But there's where do you go from there? You haven't done anything with it.
I think the Rock insinuation is my biggest question mark.
It's like, were they going to be a big old Hollywood stable? And then it is.
That's what I thought you were going into. And then, so you do that, you go into WrestleMania where you get Travis Scott. And afterwards, we haven't really seen anything of anybody. Like, Rocky's essentially, after, since he did the McAfee show, he's essentially washed his hands of this whole thing. Travis Scott, you don't hear anything of him training, coming back, nothing. Quite frankly, Cody's been silent, but I think that's more story than whatever is going on. But I don't know. I guess I guess all of that weirdness kind of leads into Backlash, and I guess folks were kind of upset with how. I don't know. I'm not gonna say I guess folks. Folks were pissed with how Backlash ended. I guess I liked it. I'm a heel. I understand what they're doing with Cena. A lot of people don't. Thoughts?
I mean, who doesn't like St. Jamie Noah take RKO?
I'll watch Noble Cell any day of the week. I will say that. He is awesome. I love him.
Helms too got his ass kicked. I like that too.
All of them. I think there's only one extra, right? For that. So. Everybody else was
always the behind the scenes guys. Ex-WWE guys, obviously. Well, current WWE guys, you know what I mean?
Yeah, producers. Yep.
Producers, yes, that's what I was looking for. Thank you. I mean, yeah, it kind of sucked. You know, another rapper comes out in R-Truth. Come on now. Who we getting next? Is Flow Rider gonna come out in Tampa? Is Flow Rider shows up at Tampa?
That's actually not a bad idea whatsoever, considering where we are right now.
It's gonna show up at Saturdays. I'm gonna watch. Calling it now. It's gonna happen. Flow Rider.
What do you guys? Okay, let's just go there because I know Backlash was crazy. Everybody has their thoughts on what was that, but let's look at Saturday night's main event and with everything that you guys have, with everything that these guys have going on. Mm-hmm. Let's go through the card. Let's have some fun. Let's fantasy book some nonsense. So I have.
While we're still on the subject of Cena, you've got Cena and R-Truth.
Yeah.
You just want to start? All right, let's start.
Yeah, we're gonna start.
Cena, R-Truth. How would you book it? What would you have happen? What are your thoughts on this match?
It's R-Truth's favorite wrestler from his childhood.
Even though he's older than him somehow. I don't know how that works. But
let's not talk about that part.
Logistics, Honestly, I feel like it's because right now it's non-title, I think.
Yes, I do. So, it does sound like it's non-title.
You could kind of start making it seem like maybe Cena's feeling remorseful. Maybe it's too soon for that, obviously.
Well, I think that's one of the big things that folks were thinking about coming out of Backlash was that you saw how the match ended, which was kind of fucky. And then you get into one of the camera shots you see after the fact where it generally looks like Cena's having this oh shit moment. where it's like, oh, I had to do horrible things to get to where I am. I'm very happy to be where I am. But oh my God, I'm having to do some pretty horrible things to be where I am type of moment. So I don't think you're far off.
I just thought this funny enough. It's kind of like if you guys watch The Boys, which I know two.
Yep.
I think all of us watch it. It's kind of like his Homelander moment. Not Homelander, like a Butcher moment. Like he's like, oh shit, I have to become the bad guy now.
Yep.
And then like, you might see something crazy. I like.
Speaking of Homelander, so this is where we get into. We were kind of talking about it before we started recording, but this is my crazy thought. This is where I book Cody returning.
Oh wow.
At main event?
I would have him come back at Saturday Night's Main Event because you have the heel John Cena. But you also have the John Cena that's starting to maybe potentially show a little bit of remorse. I think the thing with R-Truth is he was kind of upset that Truth was poking at him to kind of like, hey, you are that. It was reminding him, hey, you are this horrible person. Hey, you've been this horrible person. Hey, you're a really bad guy. Hey, you don't like the fact that you're a really bad guy. So you get him into that mindset, and he's like, oh, I got to stop that real quick.
I mean, but to be fair, Cena did warn him before he did it. He did say stop.
Where it's like, there's still sights of the old Cena, where he's like, hey, man, like, I don't want to do this, but I have to do this.
Right.
What if we get the same thing with the Cody Rhodes? What if they're both on this weird, like, I don't know what is good, if I should be good? What if the goal is just being the guy? What does that Cody Rhodes look like in the same realm of a John Cena that's doing the same exact thing? Who does the crowd go crazy for?
You knew who they go crazy for.
Who?
R-Truth, damn it.
Little Jimmy is the ultimate winner. No, but seriously, like if you have Cody come back, I personally think Cody comes back, Cody does something, gets involved, screws, hits Crossroads on Cena, R-Truth gets the win. I have Truth beating Cena at Saturday Night's Main Event.
Non-title for sure.
But that's the only reason why you can get away with it. It's non-title.
Right.
That was my flag moment. I was like, oh, the belt's not on the line? Oh, okay, cool. Cena can lose. Who cares?
Yeah.
He's going to make it make sense.
With the title on the line, it's never going to... It's not going to happen.
Not until he drops it. Obviously.
Yeah.
But, cool. What do you have? So we got your choice. What are your thoughts?
On who's going over?
Yeah, who do you think? Who do you got? Cena or Truth?
Truth, all day. Non-title, Truth.
I want to say Truth, but I'm going to go Cena.
You think Cena goes down? That makes more sense.
Because why not?
All right.
You build up.
Let's see what else we got here. All right. We also got Punk, Sami Zayn, Rollins, Braun Breaker with the Wise Man in their corner. What do you think they're going to end up calling the group? Do you think they eventually end up going with like some new version of the Dangerous Alliance? Like something Alliance? Or...
I'm not sure.
Well, they only got two guys right now, so...
Well, technically, yes,
well,
but I guess people kind of look... Well, you got two workers. You got Braun and Seth, but like people will look at it as a trifecta with Paul because Paul's just that good.
Well, Paul is the guy.
Yeah.
The guy.
And so I definitely... I mean, I to be fair, I also see them adding a third very soon. I think it's been talked about. Everybody's like, who's the third guy? Because they get... The math almost always seems like there's going to be a third guy.
Do you know who the third guy's going to be?
Who's the third man?
Axomania.
It should be.
He's a Paul Heyman guy. I don't know what he's doing nowadays.
I don't know. Who do you guys think the third man is?
I'm kidding about that.
Who do you think the third man is?
I'm not exactly sure. There's too many names to even...
Fantasy book. That's what we're doing here.
Fair.
We're having fun.
If only Brock Lesnar.
Wild. Dude, wild, reckless
wild
speculation. Let's do this. All right, Brock, that'd be crazy. All right, is that
Brock
the Jacobs pick? All right.
I almost feel like you bring up Ethan Page from NXT and put him as a Paul Heyman guy.
I dig it.
Yeah,
I
like
dig it. I dig a
feel
call
like
up.
he'd fit right in there.
I think he's almost at that point in his NXT run too, where like a call up would make sense.
Right. He's already been on. Obviously, it was elsewhere, but he's already been on TV. He is a TV ready guy.
Without a doubt.
For
The
the main
character's
roster.
there, everything's there. He's main roster, yeah. Okay. I dig that.
What do you think?
Sami Zayn.
Think Sami Zayn's gonna turn in this match or what?
I think Sami Zayn turns on Punk in this match. And now you get Sami Zayn and Punk to get to work with each other for a little bit. It's how you're gonna eventually have to keep Punk away from Seth. You can't just have them beat the crap out of each other for 2 years.
You gotta keep Punk busy too.
You gotta keep Punk busy. I think having Punk work with Sami, who's absolutely ridiculous in ring, and he's so goddamn good that it's physically impossible for Punk to have a bad match with him. Not only is it impossible for Punk to have a bad match with him, it's impossible for Punk to get hurt with him, which unfortunately
he's been prone to do lately.
It's a problem nowadays. Like eventually, your body is going to give up before your mind does.
Well, you get old.
Yeah,
it happens.
Father Time's undefeated. But no, I think Sami turns this. I don't know if it's this. I don't know if you do it this night because like I also have the. In my book, then I would have the other major angle happening with Cody's return. So I don't know if you want to run to. Unless you bookend the show that way.
Yeah.
You know, like you bookend the show with major angles. I think that's the only way you can maybe get away with it. But yeah, I would have Sami turn. I just don't know if it happens here. But
tease it there, maybe.
I think you kind of already. I think you've already teased it. I think people kind of caught it too last on Raw.
Tease it again, even harder this time.
Super hard.
That's true. That is true. Okay. So who do you guys have up in the match?
You got to put over Seth Rollins and Braun Breaker.
Breaker's a monster. He's hard to beat.
That's what I'm saying. Like I think, in my mind, the way I book this isn't even a match. You do the turn the moment the bell rings, and this is just a public execution of CM Punk. Seth Rollins gets his wish on primetime national television. He gets to just beat the piss out of CM Punk on NBC.
It's good
Book
TV.
It.
Good TV.
Book it.
Okay.
Then we got a steel cage match between.
That's exactly where I was about to go. We're like, all right, now Damian Priest versus. Speaking of people that like to beat the crap out of CM Punk on national television, you have Drew McIntyre versus Damian Priest in a solid steel cage match.
4 sides of steel, baby.
6 sides of steel. Can we do this, please? Now that we have a partnership with TNA, can we start doing some of the really crazy shit? Anywho, who do you guys have up in this match?
I feel like you gotta get Damian Priest to win. I feel like he's losing a lot. So they're both losing a lot.
I think in the feud, I agree. I think Damian's due in the feud. You can't just have because like who won at Mania?
True one, I mean, remember? Took the picture, posted on Twitter.
Oh, you mean okay?
X, but...
I can't remember. Whatever. I can't remember who actually won that match. I'm a bad fan.
Drew won, I believe.
Drew won.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I think Damian's due, and then you can potentially drag it to a. I mean, I would actually put them both. I mean, if I was booking, I would put them both in Money in the Bank. Find a way to Jimmy rig that. But who do you got, bitch?
I'm going Damian.
So we're all hey!
We're all on a Dame train, I guess. All rise.
All you know what? All right.
He just got a street name.
I was gonna say he just got a street. I was like, speaking of the devil, he actually just got a street. I love it.
Bronx.
Yeah, that's naturally the reason why we would both immediately hear that. Think of the Bronx. Oh, funny. All right. Last but not least, your World Heavyweight Championship match, the only, I think, championship match on this card tonight. Or not tonight, Saturday night's main event. Ignore me.
Next Saturday, buddy.
Next Saturday. Live nationwide, 8 o'clock Eastern, 5 p.m. Central on NBC and...
The Cock!
The Cock!
It's on Tampa, Florida.
I love how we're reading this right off of the paperwork that we're looking at.
The Yingling Center? This is called?
Your eyes are
It's
better.
not on there.
Your eyes are better than mine.
It's not on there, but
I can't read that.
if you're in the Tampa area, get your tickets. If we were there, we'd probably go too. But
I absolutely love how we're gonna make the assumption that somebody in freaking Tampa's listening to this.
Hey, you never know.
You never know
No.
who's listening.
if you're
to us.
if you're in Florida in general,
If
Tampa's
you're in
not
the
that
Florida
far.
area, yeah.
Central
Or if not,
Florida
you know
area.
what? Whip out your cock.
Turn
and
it
watch
on.
some wrestling.
NBC too. Don't forget about good old NBC.
All right, we have the World Heavyweight Championship match with our World Heavyweight Champion
Yeet.
Jey Uso taking on the Maverick Logan Paul. With, quite frankly, sidebar, that WrestleMania entrance, I know a good chunk of it is not going to be incorporated into his everyday, like his full-time entrance, but that drone shot should be. They should, like, every PLA outside of Mania, he should be doing that drone thing, because that was absolutely bonkers.
The drone stuff is wild.
Yeah.
Just period with the WWE lately is wild.
I just think it works well with his character, with like, well, not this, I don't want to say character, but like the way they present him.
Yeah.
You know, like the social media star, like it would make sense. He's like, oh yeah, you know, what do people do nowadays? Like they're selfie sticking and they're recording these. I probably just dated the fuck out of myself.
Yeah, but to be honest, like nobody else is doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Like you had back in the day, you had Tyler Breeze coming out with his whole selfie stick gimmick,
and he was actually, you can actually think about it. This is like an updated. Yeah, this is actually kind of like an updated Tyler Breeze.
Right. He comes out talking to a camera just like Tyler Breeze did, only he lets it go, and boom, now you got the whole crowd in the entrance.
Oh my god. Yeah.
He's humble, by the way. Logan Paul is very humble.
Oh my god.
According to a song.
Oh my god. I can't believe that I just put that together. And my mind is genuinely blown right now. I'm like, oh wow, he really is. Like character presentation wise, he's just Tyler Breeze on steroids.
Except for he's a YouTuber instead of a model. Yeah.
Yeah, it's Tyler Breeze. It's Tyler Breeze. Oh my god. Anywho, we're nobody's gonna like that we put that together. Who do you guys have?
You're welcome.
Yeah. Who do you guys have up in this? You got Jey Uso, Logan Paul, Mega Picks.
I mean, it's only the second defense. Jey Uso better win.
Please. Yes.
I like Logan Paul. He's a good heel.
He will be champion one day.
He's fun to hate for sure.
Yes.
But
he will be a champion one day. Unfortunately, that day is not next Saturday.
It is not at Saturday Night Main Event.
I'm sorry, bud.
No. But I think that's going to steal the show. Honest to God. By
match.
looking at I think that's going to be really good. And especially
depends if you're going to book in the show or not. Depends what match card goes.
Well, not even, because I'm like, Priest, McIntyre can slap. And a steel cage, like, Drew can put a phenomenal story together, and Priest can work his ass off. So, like, that's...
She can.
That's like his second or third cage match this year.
Yeah.
Crazy.
But they all mean something. I like how they all, like, it's all part of Blood Feud stuff. It's not just like, oh, hey, I stick them in a cage because it'll pop a rating. No, like, hey, everything makes sense. Means something.
Drew's a badass, man.
He is, dude. I swear.
I'll go with Jey Uso or what?
I'm going with Jey Uso without a doubt. Yeah, if Jey does not win, it's a travesty. It's like you said. It's literally his second defense. Yeah, you can't. No. Unless his third no, not Logan.
Besides, the winner of that faces Gunther and June 9th. Netflix.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't realize they announced. Okay.
They announced already, so.
Well, yeah, no, that's going to be...
Uso versus Gunther, June 9th.
Yeah, that's going to be WrestleMania.
The day after Money in the Bank.
So obviously,
actually,
you're
that's the
going
day after.
Uso, you're going
yes.
Uso, so we're all going
Yeet.
Yes, we are going Yeet.
That makes that super simple there. All right. Now, one last thing that we had going on that we wanted to have a quick chat about was more wild, reckless speculation. I know a lot of Money in the Bank has not been put together yet, but hey, it's starting to be that time of year because they have the qualifiers going on. So as of right now, Alexa Bliss is the only female to qualify, not fly. Oh my lord, she is very qualify. I am not going to let that down. Oh my god, I can't speak today.
You can say he's on the way down.
I am on the way down, aren't I?
Like the Ryan Cabrera reference.
Yep.
Shout out Ryan Cabrera. So, woman-wise, next week on SmackDown, Julia versus everybody's favorite Charlotte Flair and the current reigning U.S. Women's Champion, Zelina Vega.
Alexa Bliss has already qualified. That is what I was trying to get out.
He got it out, don't worry.
I got it out.
Finally.
Jesus.
Finally.
The words that came out of his mouth.
And Solo Sikoa.
Solo Sikoa is the first male to qualify.
Who do you have? Who would you have? Not who do you have, because like we don't know who's actually in it, but who would you have win Money in the Bank if you were booking?
Not Solo.
You don't love Solo?
I don't love you, Solo.
Honestly,
No, lie to me, baby. Lie to me.
I'll lie to you. Who do I want to see Money in the Bank lying to you? No one. But really, I kind of want to see LA Knight win, but he's fighting against Aleister Black next week, and that's, I don't know. That's gonna be a hard match to pick to win.
Black Knight Nakamura.
Well, Nakamura's getting pinned. Sorry, Nakamura.
Yeah, unfortunately, they're bringing you in. That's your point in this match.
But like, LA Knight. I mean, he's gonna face Jacob Fatu, I think. But
yeah, if Aleister Black goes into the Money in the Bank, I'm picking Aleister Black all day.
All right, so that's your pick, Aleister Black. Who do you got?
Who do I want to see win Money in the Bank?
Yeah, who? If you were booking, if you had the book, who?
I want to see a new star. Honestly.
Okay.
Give us somebody who's never been a world champion before.
Okay. So give me a name. You can't say that you want to make. You can't say that you want to make.
Or what's that?
Without having a name.
Who do I want to see?
Who do you want to see elevated? Essentially, because like there's people that are potentially not or knocking at that door, but have not necessarily been at that upper echelon.
Karrion Kross.
Oh, you dick.
That's
a really good pick.
That's a good one.
That's a really good underdog.
He's
pick
hot right now. People want to see him.
Hot.
They want to see him on Raw. Tell a good story. There you go. Raw has not been announced yet, right? So give me AJ Styles, Karrion Kross, and another third guy. Maybe what's his name? Ludwig. There you go. Triple threat. Winner qualifies.
And oh man, I hate you. All right, so I don't like how much I like that. I really don't like how much I like that because I like it. I like it more than I like my pick now.
Who's your pick?
My pick is L.A. Knight.
Yeah.
I think it's time. That's kind of why I was making me hate. Maybe it should elevate someone. I think he's kind of been like he's flirted with the main event scene. But now that Roman's not necessarily in the picture, you can actually legitimately put LA Knight in that area. He could be in that echelon. And I don't want to say like Roman's star shines very bright, and it's very hard for somebody who's at that time his like when he had that match, LA Knight had I thought a rocket strapped to his ass. But like you can only get so close to the sun. Yeah. I think he got too close too quick. I think now would be a phenomenal time. Build him up, shine him up real nice. Give him a good, solid run.
Yeah, put him up there and get him out of the secondary title with Fatu.
Yeah, because you can even get him off of. You can even use the briefcase as a reason to get him off of SmackDown.
Yeah.
And now, like, oh, who's he working with? Because like SmackDown, like the SmackDown title theoretically is what Cena has right now.
Yeah.
Theoretically. Oh, he's not going to work with Cena anytime soon.
No.
Because, like, we already know how that's going. You know who he's going to drop it to, all that stuff. So, like, there's no point. You give him the briefcase, you have a reason that you can actually have him on Raw. You can have him work with Jay. Or have him work with whoever beats Jay. That would just be my pick.
Who?
Or you go to TNA.
However, I hate the fact that I really like the Karrion Kross idea a lot more because
The
I think
Karrion Kross idea is really, really good. Like, he definitely, that's a great underdog.
You want to know who before I got really behind the whole Sami Zayn idea for that, I think Sami Zayn's going to be the third man. But like, who do I want to be the third man?
Who?
Karrion Kross. I think Karrion Kross
Get this guy pushed, man.
He's so there. Else. But like, this is how I think you could have Paul rebrand him, and you'd be like, you are the killer. You're the killer. Karrion Kross, or if they want to actually just go the Killer Kross route, I just think they've put too much money into the Karrion Kross thing. So like, no, but you can be like, yeah, you're the killer.
I don't know. Have you watched any of his?
I just got done watching.
Shorts?
Did you watch his documentary?
No, I haven't seen that yet. I know I saw that it just came out, but I haven't watched it yet.
Good stuff.
But
like all the stuff that he's doing, like the fact that I like how he's he's letting people know, like, hey, like the psychology that you've been thinking, that I've been putting together. You're right. Like with his hair, I never thought of that. That's genius level shit.
Next level.
That's next level stuff. And it's like, hey man, for the way you guys are treating him, he should not be thinking that way. He should not be that good. And it's like, and if he's that good, I mean, it also kind of intimidates the heck out of me because it's like, well, if he's that good, and like they're not willing to use him, and he's that good, how good's everybody else?
Yeah.
Looking at you, Natalia.
Oh, can we go? Can we do some wild speculation on Natalia, please?
Yes.
Go. Or am I giving my?
Is she gonna be in MMA this soon? I'm not sure when it's
tonight.
Tonight?
I think today, or at least I know Fox. I know Fox Vinier. I really like the guy. He was posting pictures where he's at the ECW arena today. So I don't know if that's happening tonight or at least this weekend. What's today? Saturday? Yeah, it's today. It's today. As we record, it's the 17th. I'm pretty sure that's today. Yeah, no, I'd have her rip that woman's arm off. Not literally, but like rip her leg off.
Figuratively speaking.
Yes, not actually. Like I will speak of this as like a work thing, but like make Natalia the vicious bitch that she should be. Just stretching motherfuckers. And,
I agree.
Give me what I want.
I mean, it's time to do it now. You got a hot women's division.
Yeah, you can build her up outside of the company too. Like this is kind of the reason why, like, I wish they never announced that they re-signed her. I kind of wish they secretly re-signed her, but they looked at her and like, hey, we weren't planning on using you anyways, so we're gonna make it seem like we're not using you. All the stuff that she's doing now, she could have been doing under the guise of actually being a free agent. Think how much fucking cooler it would be.
That would be wild. For nobody to know that she was under WWE
that she's
contract
actually under contract. Still doing all the same shit. Yeah. Nothing changes. We just don't know that she's actually signed.
Right.
She can show up in TNA, you know?
She can show up anywhere.
Anywhere.
Yeah. Do any of the stuff that she's already doing. Drop the ball there, man. Because I think this is how I would, if personally, that's how I would, I don't want to say like rebrand her, but like Natty needs a refresh. You know, like she's been
long overdue.
Yeah, like she's been doing the same. I don't want to be like the same black and pink thing, like, but like nothing's really changed, you know. So I like the indie look that she had, which is like she's in the all black, but like she's in the shooter gear, and like you look at her, you're like, oh yeah, she's the last chick to train out of the dungeon. Like, she's one of the last, not even like one of the last females to train there. She's like one of the last humans to train out of the dungeon. She can stretch you in ways that you haven't even thought of yet.
Yeah.
Like, she's legitimately like one of the I know like Ronda's the baddest. Like, if there was a number 2, is Natty. She can hurt you.
Is Ronda the baddest though?
Let her. Ronda and her prime Ronda would rip your arm off and
all right, I'll give you
beat you with
Ronda.
it. Okay, like with a smile on her goddamn face. That's what but that's what I would kind of model Natty's character off of
Ronda
prime
Rousey's.
Ronda Rousey. Like that no bullshit, like I'm gonna bitch slap myself into a zone and then I'm going to rip your arm off.
Yep.
Please give it to me. I would make oh my god. I just think the only way they messed up is they told people that they resigned her. I think if you left that a mystery and you let her do all this stuff, I think that would have built more buzz. Because
You'd have way more eyes on it.
Yeah.
And the companies that she goes to.
Yeah, because now it's just like, oh, now it doesn't look like, oh, Natty's bored.
Yeah.
And Natty's doing stuff. Like, Natty's not being used. So now it would generally be like, oh, no, Natty's good. It would be Natty's doing what she's doing. Natty's just grinding. You know, like she's just putting the work in. Like they're not using her on TV, so she's like, I want to wrestle. Let's go.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
It makes me so angry. Please do that. That'd be great. Or like, you know what? Somebody like send that to Natty so they can just hear that's my elevator pitch to you, please. Pitch it to somebody, run that up the flagpole. I don't want any money. Just please do that. I would love to see you just rip people's arms off. That'd be so cool. Anywho, what else do we want to chat about, gentlemen?
So we got the men's Money in the Bank out of the way, kind of. What about
That
the
is
women's?
true. Who do you have picked for the women's?
The women's Money in the Bank?
Yeah. Who would you put the women's Money in the Bank on right now this year? Knowing that landscape, knowing how they're going, who would you guys put that on? I gotta figure out a way to fill the awkward silence.
Did we do the obvious and put it on Jade Cargill?
Do you do the what would you do? That's what we're asking. What would you do? Do you do the obvious and just put it on Jade? Do you think that's the route to go down?
I don't know if she really needs it though.
Ah!
I think that she need it. Like,
I don't know, does she?
Somebody like a Roxanne who just started, and then like.
Yeah, but you want to take Roxanne and put her right into the title picture though.
I mean, you guys.
I do. That's my pick. I'll say it right now. I do.
Roxanne?
I want it to be Roxanne Perez. Yes. Because she is the prodigy, and it only makes sense in my mind in her first year for her to start doing some really cool shit. Show off that she's the prodigy, so I would put that on her. She doesn't necessarily need to win. I mean, doesn't necessarily need to successfully cash it in. But I do think I think if she's going to be the prodigy, she needs to start doing some pretty cool shit in her first year. And that would be an awesome, like, just winning the match would be a cool notch in your rookie year.
Go with Naomi.
Ooh.
Damn it.
Ooh.
Damn it.
Ooh.
The Super Agent ideas.
We're going to definitely, I think it's going to be a dolphin noise. It's going to be our censor.
All right.
I'm going to dolphin noise that one.
Yeah,
no one's going
the
to know.
whole thing. Just do the damn it.
Nope, it's just going to be the name. I'm just going to do the name. Everyone will know.
Well, we're still actually recording.
I know. They're going to hear this. We're talking about it, so they're going to know afterwards. They'll be like, oh, he said something, but they're not going to know. It's like, I almost said Fallon, and that's like the sin because it's Kimmel. And everyone thinks they're the same person.
I see you got your Jameis confused.
So actually, I think it would be funny for this whole section. Damn it, and then there's dolphin noise.
It's just dolphin noise. It's too long at this point.
So?
It's way too long. I can do like unnecessary censorship with it to make it sound suggestive, but it's too long at this point. But all right, so Naomi. I have Roxanne. You have Naomi.
I was gonna say Naomi too.
Oh, where is that? Why you got mad? Naomi's such a smart pick. Why do you have Naomi though?
I think she's reinvented the whole character of herself. And I think it's well deserved at this point now.
She never won a Women's Money in the Bank before, has she?
I don't know.
I know Carmella's won it. Bailey.
She is qualified for Money in the...
That was in 2004.
I know, as I'm saying, she's qualified for it before. I don't know if she has ever actually won.
I mean, she's been women's champion before, but still.
Yeah, I know, but like I said, that she's reinvented herself with
Caution tape.
well, yeah, the caution tape.
It's
But
the
I mean, it's
perceived
not.
caution thing, yeah.
Yeah, it's yeah.
No, I dig it. I definitely she didn't the rebrand didn't go the route that I thought it was gonna go. I definitely had her doing the whole bloodline thing before, like, because in my in my mind, like, Naomi leaving Field of Glow is very freaking risky, because that is very solid. That's very, I don't want to say safe, but like it's very good. You know, like you're gonna that's gonna sell. That's gonna
Good
sell
money,
for a while.
good money maker too.
Yeah. So like walking away from that to try something vastly different is very risky. And the fact that she has knocked it out of the park
Right.
is awesome. So like this is good. This is just a testament to how absolutely phenomenal Naomi is. It's just not a gamble I personally would have made. So does she deserve to be rewarded for that?
Well, that's 2 out of 3 here that think so.
That's why I'm okay with saying that I could be wrong, because like you guys make a phenomenal argument.
Yeah.
You know, I think storyline wise and character wise would be perfect for Roxanne.
I mean, also both women's champions are currently faces.
They are. So they need solid heels. So yeah, I think you can get to Roxanne anyways too. I think Roxanne Tiffany would have natural. Did they work in NXT when they were there together? Like were they?
I think they might have missed each other.
Okay.
I might be wrong though, so don't kill me for that.
Luckily, your fan base isn't big enough for us to have to worry about people killing us for that crap yet. Whereas I'm like dying on.
Yeah, we're old, so it doesn't matter.
There's 2 Jimmys over there.
Yeah.
And nothing about little Jimmy.
No. Well, gentlemen, that, my friends, was all the picks that we had. That was everything that I think that we were thinking about putting out for this episode. Any last words? Any last thoughts? Anything that you wanted to bring up? Or do we want to start sending this home?
So there's a big thing happening on the 25th? No, 26th. Next Sunday.
What's next Sunday?
There's NXT Battleground. We didn't touch on this, but the TNA title is on the line.
That is
first
crazy.
time ever.
That is pretty wild.
On a non-TNA show.
But wait, hold on. Before we go any further with the TNA, do you believe?
Do I believe?
I believe.
I believe.
I believe in Joe Henry.
I fucked that up, but whatever. But yeah, no, dude, that's a phenomenal gimmick. Everything that he's doing is absolutely sensational.
I love Joe Hendry.
The fact that that's a phenomenal rub to have TNA defend their championship on a WWE show. Who do you have up?
Joe Henry retains. Come on.
Oh.
You got Trick Williams winning?
Absolutely not.
Imagine that shakeup, though.
That would be wild to have Trick win the TNA title. But I believe in Joe Hendry.
I believe in Joe Hendry as well. I believe it's going to be very easy. I believe you will see a major WWE star wrestle on a TNA pay-per-view before you will see a WWE superstar hold the TNA World Heavyweight Championship.
Do you think John Cena's going to go to
I think that is the exact WWE superstar. I think at Slammiversary, which is the perfect time to do it, you get Joe Hendry versus John Cena.
That'd be awesome. Well, we will find out. That's in
just like it's one of those
couple months.
Yeah. Like it would work out. It's one of those things where you just kind of look at John, be like, "Hey man, you want to have some fun? Like you just want to dick around with this kid?" Like apparently, if what all signs and from what interviews and everything that Hendry said, he's spoken to Cena. Cena's high on the guy, so it's like this would be. If you remove everything that they're doing with Cena character-wise, like him doing that is a very much a John Cena move.
It's part of his ruining wrestling.
it would be part of the tour. Like
Right.
you got to ruin wrestling. I said wrestling. I didn't say WWE.
Right.
I said wrestling.
Wrestling.
And you know he's not going to the other company.
That would be bonkers.
That's a whole nother episode, right?
You know what though? That could have been part of the pitch for Sting.
That would have been awesome.
To get Sting, because like there had to have been some type of overture there. Do you even think they reached out?
No.
Probably not.
You don't think so? You think they were just kind of like, the muddy, like the water's too muddy right now, like everything's just too, because like they both sides have been slinging mud for a while. Like WWE barely, they big bro them like crazy by not acting like they exist.
Yeah, but at the same time, behind the scenes, if one hand wanted to do this and the other hand actually didn't want to do it, like versus them actually calling and talking about stuff and actually getting these guys together to do it.
It's like, damn it, just work together, boys. Imagine a TNA pay-per-view, like a one-night stand type deal, with all the companies working together. How awesome that would be.
So I was telling you, that was like my wet dream of, like, I want to do a wrestling show I want to do a wrestling show out of Rensselaer Fields, where it's like the Super Bowl of Northeastern wrestling. Like you get all these big companies, and they all put on like one big match, and we throw on like a WrestleMania type event. Like before I die, that is something that I would love to do. So the fact that you said that, I'm like, yep, that's funny as hell.
They're bringing concerts back there, so you never know.
Hey.
You heard it here, folks. You heard it here first. We better be the first ones to do a wrestling event at Rensselaer Field.
I want that. I cannot explain to you how bad I want that to happen, because like it's the perfect venue for it. You can pull that off in like late August, where it's not too hot and it's actually starting to cool off.
Yeah.
I don't know if that might be too close to football season.
Depending when you do it, yeah.
Depending on what happens. But like, come on.
Go UConn, by the way.
There's no, yeah. Yeah. But like, it's, yeah, I don't know. I would love for that to happen. Oh my God. But, yeah. Anything else, gentlemen? Or are we going home?
We were at AEW, but
Hmm?
you got that show too.
What show?
Double or Nothing coming up that same day. Anarchy and Arena match. We're running that again.
What match?
Anarchy and Arena match.
Oh my
We're running
God.
that again.
I don't.
Again.
I mean, here's the thing. It's an AEW.
Staple.
Yeah, that's the word I was looking for. I was gonna say flagpole match. It's the same thing though, but it's like it's a staple. It's a pillar of the company. So like I understand why the match in my mind makes absolutely no sense.
I cannot stand that match.
It's just because they can't do. I think it's because they can't really do stadium stampedes anymore. Like, you want to be able to do the craziness of a stadium stampede, but like in a realistic fashion, you get anarchy in the arena, because you're in arenas a lot more often than you in a stadium. It's not COVID. You're not going to have regular access to, the
Right.
Jaguar Stadium.
But still,
That's just.
All right, I think that's why. I think they had two really cool matches, and they didn't want to not keep that going on, and that's exactly what happened. And now we have this crazy.
I mean, they might deliver though. Who knows?
Hopefully it does. They haven't had a bad one. I think the only one that I've been worried about was the one that Danielson was in.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know what was the Matt Hardy situation. That wasn't a stadium stampede or anything. That was
just a random.
I think that would be the only other thing. But I don't know. I mean, I haven't. To be fair, I will also fully upfront my back end my comments with. I don't really watch a lot of AEW nowadays, so I don't know. Maybe the story and everything is actually super cool, and it makes sense for them to just be like, you know what, let's just beat the crap out of each other wherever we are. Who's in the match? Is it?
1 second.
I don't have it up yet. I didn't. This one was one of the ones that I did not pull up, and I don't have. Let's see. AEW Double or Nothing 2025. Where's the card?
Scroll down.
Matches. Here we go. All right. You got Hangman Adam Page versus Will Ospreay in the 2025 Men's Owen Hart Foundation Cup Tournament Finals. That better main event. That is going to be a banger. Okay, who do you like in that?
Ospreay.
Yeah, dude, he should. Oh man,
I mean, you gotta love yourself some Hangman, though.
who's the champ right now? Does it say?
John Moxley.
Is it still Mox?
Still Moxley carrying
Oh,
on his damn briefcase, you know.
Okay, yo, Ospreay, because like I just saw the winner earns an AW World Championship match at All In. Ospreay.
It's in Texas though, but cowboy shit, Texas. Come on now.
Cowboy shit.
Oh man, I don't know. I'm kind of on the Ospreay train too. Like, yeah, I think
I like Ospreay.
I think he is AEW's future. So, like, to crown him at the first massive stadium show that you are doing on American soil is the route to go. Unless you want to do it with an OG. I don't know. I don't think you can go wrong either which way. We also have Jamie Hayter versus Mercedes Moné in the 2025 Women's Owen Hart Foundation Cup Tournament Finals, where the winner earns a shot at the AW Women's World Championship at All In Texas. Who would you have up in this?
Jamie Hayter.
Oh, who's the AW Women's World Champion right now? Is it still Timeless?
Storm.
Oh,
Unless she loses the belt on this card.
Tamina? Hold on. Okay, I just jumped the gun there. Probably should have started at the bottom. Now we're here. Okay, so you got Hater. Okay, I feel I understand. I know this is a podcast and no one's gonna be able to visually understand why, but once we get video up and running, you're gonna completely 100% understand why he is picking Jamie Hayter. And he laughs because he knows it's friggin' true. Yeah, they stick together. Who do you have?
What about the Monet? Come on.
You're going with Mercedes? I think it'll be Mercedes
that's
too.
gonna be a money match.
Yeah.
If they have time to go over in Arena, which they
Yeah.
will.
Well, let's talk about it. So now, you have Timeless Tony Storm with Luther versus Mina Shirakawa in a singles match for the AEW's Women's World Championship. Who would you have face Mercedes or Jamie Hayter at All In Texas?
Tony Storm.
I think
That's the money match here.
Yeah, I think
The Monet match, if you will.
I think it's the timeless
Timeless
Monet match. Like that'll probably
Haha.
However you want to bill it, yeah, you can take that. That's fine. We won't ask for anything except tickets. But like, yeah, that's actually Timeless Monet. Have fun with that. That's a really good way of booking that. Yeah, so I think we're all in agreement. Tony Storm wins that, and then you get Tony Storm versus Mercedes Moné. Or is there? I feel like there's a story between Storm and Hayter, right?
I believe there was. I believe they were in a group.
Yeah, so there's something there too. So I think there's
really the European connection. That's probably why.
Well, there you go. Yeah, so there's really no wrong way that you can go there. All right. Let's see what else we got in this card here.
Syndicate.
Yep, the Hurt Syndicate of Bobby Lashley and Shelton Benjamin with MVP taking on the Sons of Texas, that is Dustin Rhodes and Sammy Guevara, for the AEW World Tag Team Championships.
I mean, isn't Dustin on his last hurrah tour?
Yes, I do believe he is on his go home tour.
And Sammy's a Texas boy as well, so you'd have to put them over.
But it's in Phoenix, not Texas.
No, but like realistically, you're gonna have these guys win, and then the next time that they're gonna be defending the belts
is in Texas.
Would be Texas, yeah.
You could even have that same match go.
You could just do the return match. Yeah, I see what you're doing there.
You do have MJF trying to prove himself. He's a part of the Hurt Syndicate now, so maybe he fucks up the match and costs them the titles.
Oh,
because him and Bobby don't like each other, I guess. I
You know what? You guys have.
Took him like 3 weeks to give him a damn thumbs up. So
I am going to be completely honest. You guys have completely sold me. I am going to change my pick on the fly. I was going to say the Hurt Syndicate. Like I wanted to see Bobby Lashley just snap Sammy Guevara in two with a spear.
because we hurt people.
Because we hurt people, and I like that. That's my kink. But I actually kind of just with you guys talking about Dustin and Sammy in Texas, knowing that Dustin's on his way out, give homie his flowers by letting him stare up at the lights at all in Texas, giving the belts back to the Hurt Syndicates.
Cold blooded.
But I mean, you go out on your back.
Yes.
I mean, I'd probably have at that show Sammy turn, because Sammy's going to need to do something post as well, and that's a good platform to kind of catapult him. Eventually Dustin's going to have to start doing the favors for everybody.
Yeah.
You know, so that actually kind of sells that for me. I like that. I think that's a great story, and I think that would be a lot of good things happening for Dustin at All In Texas. Fudge. All right, and then the last match on here, which is crazy because it's some of my favorite dudes. We have FTR, which is Cash Wheeler, and Dax Harwood with Stokely. That's interesting. Again, I don't watch AEW. Sorry. Versus Daniel Garcia and Nigel McGuinness. Go.
DG and Nigel McGuinness all day.
Jesus Christ. That just brought me back to like 2006.
Nigel McGuinness is my boy, but FTR is going to win.
Dude, FTR is going to win. I love me some Nigel McGuinness.
I didn't Nigel to hit his freaking rebound clothesline. That's all I needed
That's
to do.
all. You give me that.
And then the RKO crumpet, the T's crumpet they called it.
Give me that.
I was like sick.
Nigel, please continue to grow your hair out. You know what I'm asking you to do.
Spike it up.
Please.
You gotta get back to the spikes.
Just once, please. I don't care if it's your last one. Just once. Oh my God, please once.
Bring up the iron.
But yeah, no, I have FTR. I think FTR wins this as well. I think Cash and Dax are probably eventually going to go down as the greatest tag team of all time. Like they are just so goddamn good together. Like watch them together, the way they operate. They know where each other is going to be. Their chemistry is next level. It's ridiculous.
I mean, sometimes they do. If you didn't see that Botchamania with the...
every now and then you're going
to... I know.
Every machine has its king.
Giggity. But like...
And if you're in the Kings, make sure you sign up for tag team match.
Oh.
Quarterback.
I think that's how we go home, everybody. All right, we've obviously run out of things to talk about. So we are going to end it on that note. Everybody, thanks again for watching. We're actually going to give you something so that you know that, hey, guess what? This is the time. This is closing time.
This is the end of the show.
This is the end, my friends.
I think by now I'm actually going to have the music playing on underneath this. So I'll try to time that up. I don't think I will. But yeah, this is the end. So
see you next time.